exactly what you were doing today
This
on the
was
call.
an assassination attempt. You owe the people answers. You owe President Trump answers.
So that was Kimberly Cheadle. She is the director of the Secret Service, who was being, she was at the RNC the other day, yesterday as a matter of fact, or actually the day before that. And I'm not really quite sure why she was at the Republican National Convention, especially all of the backlash and criticism that she has received over the, I think it's almost impossible to deny the massively catastrophic failure from the Secret Service, which almost got our president, former President Donald Trump, soon to be hopefully 47, number 47, knock on wood, President Trump, almost killed. And so it was just by the hand of God that he turned his head at just the slightest motion. I'm going to show for you. Stick around to the end of this video. You're not going to believe the 3D graphic imagery that shows the slight tilt of the head and the trajectory of the bullet. You're not going to want to miss this. But I really want to say this first before I talk more about this subject and the title of this video. You know, I've seen all the videos and all the articles and read and done my due diligence and qualitative and quantitative research before I did this video, because I really don't want this to be a conspiracy theorist video. But actually, you know, the director of the CIA, Kimberly Cheadle, she's made my job very simple, because the stuff that she has said in interviews, the things that she has talked about, the reasoning behind what happened on that fateful day, on Saturday. I call it fateful. It was almost fateful, but it was just the day of, I call it the day of infamy. July 13th, 2024 is the day of infamy. And the things that she's been saying about this, for the reasoning behind that catastrophic failure, it's just mind-boggling to me. So here's one thing that she has said. So one of the things that Kimberly Cheadle claims, which she told in an ABC News interview on Tuesday, was that she said that building in particular where Matthew Crooks basically used that, let me show you a photo of that really quickly. So the roof of the shooter right below my face right here, you can see there's Matthew Crooks who was taken out by counter snipers on the right of your screen. And her reasoning behind not protecting that roof, which was literally only 140 to 150 yards away from a former president who is running for office only 3-4 months away. Her reasoning for that, if you can believe this, was actually this. So she said that that building in particular, you can see the highlighted area that she told ABC News in an interview on Tuesday, that building in particular has a sloped roof at its highest point. And so, you know, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof. So as you know, she says below that in the second paragraph, the decision was made to secure the building from the inside. So wait a minute. Again, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but there's a lot of stuff that comes out about Kim Cheadle. She's good friends with Jill Biden. And really, she's the new face of America's competency crisis. She didn't post snipers on the roof where Trump was shot at because it was a sloped roof. And she was afraid that someone might slip and fall. You can't make this up, Nez Nation. Make it make sense. Because let's go back to that previous photo. Okay, you're telling me that you don't want... It's unsafe to put them on a sloped roof. But if you look at the counter snipers, which is on the right side of your screen, right below my face is where the shooter was who was taken out. If you look at the roof on the counter image there, where the counter snipers are placed with the tripod, you will see that that's a sloped roof as well. So it doesn't make it make sense. How does that make sense? There was even breaking news that came out that the Secret Service actually knew, on top of this ridiculous sloped roof, and by the way, she won't resign. I mean, there's all these calls for her to resign. Let me know if you think in the comments I think she should be investigated, maybe even criminally charged. But I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But there's even, there was a breaking news report that actually the Secret Service knew about this threat even before. Because here's what doesn't make sense to me. When you say that you secured it from the inside because you were worried of the safety of an agent walking on a sloped roof, I still can't believe I'm saying that out loud and this is reality and not an SNL skit. The guy had a ladder, like a 20-foot, 30-foot ladder, step ladder. It wasn't like one of those small step ladders that I have in my garage, and maybe you do too, to kind of get small things. No, this was an actual, real, almost a construction worker's ladder. If you secured it from the inside, how did you miss a strange individual who stands out from the crowd, not wearing red, not wearing an American flag, wearing really like kind of a darker, kind of earthy tone, suspicious clothing, with an actual viewfinder walking around the grounds in the back next to the building, carrying a ladder and a rifle? How did you not notice that? How does that make an ounce of sense? I mean, somebody make it make a sense. I hope I'm wrong. Remember, I love my country. I love my country more than anything. I don't want our agencies to look this abysmal. It's bad enough that we have a vegetable in chief. I don't want our agencies to follow suit. Let me know. Am I wrong? I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. It pisses me off to no end. But check this out.
On what the Secret Service knew about the shooter minutes before Donald Trump took the stage. For more, we want to go to Aisha because there was a briefing today. You got some information about what happened, Aisha?
Dana, good afternoon to you. We just got a big information dump, and some of it is deeply, deeply troubling. So I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through this. Just bear with me here. A lot of notes that I'm going to look at here. Just about a couple minutes ago, these senators came out of this briefing with Secret Service. They've been asking for it for days now. Finally got it with the director and Secret Service staff. And the top headline that has come out of it, according to Senator John Barrasso, just spoke to him as soon as he hung up on this briefing. He said that apparently the Secret Service had identified as a character of suspicion this man, this shooter, because they saw a rangefinder on him as well as a backpack. And this all happened more than an hour before the shooting actually occurred. So they saw the guy and they identified this guy as suspicious. Now, more details coming from a source familiar here who was also in the meeting tells me that about 10 minutes before former President Trump went onto the stage, they had gone from looking at this guy as suspicious to now looking at him as a threat. That is coming from this briefing that the senators were in. They were told that Secret Service had called it in to a center that this guy they now identified as a threat about 10 minutes before President Trump walked on stage, and they still allowed him to walk onto that stage. I'm told the Secret Service agent in charge there was on the phone with local and state police about the threat while the shooting was taking place. That's huge. And that is raising a lot of concerns and now major calls for the director of the Secret Service to step down immediately.
I would say she most certainly should resign. She should have resigned that very day. And I want to hear what you guys think. And that, I mean, clearly raises suspicions. Again, I want to be proven wrong. So if you have information, if you have any experience, if you are a sniper, if you have worked in the Secret Service, you've worked in any kind of entity or agency similar, maybe perhaps in the military, in some kind of security force type of capacity, let me know in the comments. But, to add insult to injury, listen to what, Lex Luthor Mayorkas over here said in a press conference regarding the Secret Service.
On that, does the president have confidence in the Secret Service director after Saturday's failures?
I have 100% confidence in the director of the United States Secret Service. I have 100% confidence in the United States Secret Service. And what you saw on stage on Saturday with respect to individuals putting their own lives at risk for the protection of another is exactly what the American public should see every single day.
Well, that's
it is
what
I indeed do.
So obviously, our government doesn't have. I mean, again, this is like don't believe your eyes and ears. Don't do your own research. I have the absolute confidence. So, Mr. Mayorkas, if you happen to watch this, or one of your interns, or one of your staff members, or anybody associated with you and Biden and cackling Kamala and the whole lot of you, you mean to tell me a suspicious-looking individual with a rangefinder, who you knew beforehand was on the premises, you still allowed the president to take the stage? Your director of Secret Service says we didn't secure that roof because it was sloped. And then you said you secured the inside of it, which makes absolutely zero sense because he was obviously on the exterior of that building. Makes zero sense. You could have prevented this. You could have stopped this. This could have been one of the most catastrophic, like one of the biggest and worst examples of American efficiency, American pride, American quality in the history of our country. And you actually are saying these words that you have the utmost 100% confidence in Kimberly Cheadle and the Secret Service after all of that? Guys, it's becoming increasingly evident that we're living in an era of tyranny, okay? We have a Secret Service that doesn't protect our president. We got an FBI that fabricates cases, an ATF that wants to take away our guns, and an FDA that literally favors big pharmaceutical companies over Americans. So quite clearly, our governmental agencies are not for us, they're against us. It's time like this that we have to stick together. We need to back our leaders that literally took a bullet for us. We need to fend off the leftist media with independent media outlets like myself that are not bought and paid for. We need to stay strong, healthy enough to protect our families. So just like they're trying to take down Trump, they are trying to deny and take down Black Forest. Oh, I love this supplement. Black Forest Star Product NMN. And it's not because for safety or efficacy, only because they want to fill their pockets because they're greedy, vile, and evil. You know this, I know this. You know why they want to do this? Because NMN actually works. I can personally vouch for this. I have been using this amazing supplement for the past 5 minutes, and it's been an absolute game changer. I've never, ever felt better. NMN is vital for the functioning of the 37 trillion cells in your body. A study at Harvard found that NMN can help reduce weight, cholesterol, and even blood pressure in overweight adults. It's the only thing that I know of that not only slows down, but can reverse aging. I asked Black Forest to give you guys, my followers and subscribers, a special discount because I want you guys to have a chance to get your hands on this before it's too late. So I've left a link in the description down below and in the pinned comment and in the show notes where you can, for the next 48 hours, buy 2 and get 1 free. Black Forest Supplements, it is absolutely fantastic. They want to ensure they're really a great company. I stand by them, vouch for them 1,000%. They are trying to stop the FDA from turning this life-changing supplement into a prescription drug, so make sure you take advantage of this offer. Now you can also scan this QR code right here. Well, thank God we have a few people in our government who actually care about us, because I want you to watch the full video. I showed you a small snippet, but I want you to watch this clip of Senators Blackburn and Brassaro chasing after, hounding, and confronting, as they should, as we all should, Kimberly Cheadle, the head of the Secret Service.
Resignation or full explanation to us right now.
We have turned to get our questions in, and he never was running the bomb. It did not advance. The director was nearly killed. You mean an hour out, you got a suspicious person, and at 5:51, according to the timeline of your deputy, you identified a potential threat. And then at 5:52, you told, or someone told, that the sniper, that he was there. But can you give us an explanation? Why would anyone allow the president to go on stage when you know you've got a potential threat and you've got snipers that are trained? Why? I don't think that this is the forum to have this discussion.
Well, you hung up on. We're here. You cut off the meeting short.
Partners who have helped secure the Republican National Convention, and I would not want to take away from their team.
Well, we can find a place to go right now.
Yeah.
No, all right, we try together. This is supposed to
We'll leave with you then.
Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed.
No, we're going with you. We're going with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Afghanistan veteran Scott.
Go ahead, sir.
No shame, no concern. You're supposed to protect the presidency of the United States. I'm going to tell you the answer. The answer to us. The answer to us. This is exactly what you're doing today.
This was an assassination attempt. You owe the people answers. You owe President Trump answers.
Go. To the people of the United States. You're the head of the Secret Service.
You owe answers.
You owe answers to the Senate, to the House, to the President, the past President, and you owe answers to the president. The president should have this bit of protection for crying out loud.
So, God bless them for going after her. I don't even know why she was there at the Republican National Convention. It just seems too obvious to me that there's less. So what the deal is there's less answers, and the more I dig into this, the more I go deeper into this, the more I investigate and interrogate the evidence, the more questions arise. And a few of the major questions that keep arising is, you knew that there was this individual who was suspicious, who was acting strange, had a rangefinder. Why did you let the president go on? It wasn't like this was a mandatory do or die type of, gosh, I even hate to use that type of terminology. He could have delayed it. He could have postponed it. He could have waited. I mean, literally the shooting started as soon as like 20 minutes into the speech. He could have delayed this. Those people would have waited through fire, ice, and hell for Donald Trump, just like I would have if I was there. We had an amazing guest on our show who was actually at Butler. If you missed that video, go hear her firsthand story. It was absolutely amazing to hear her key eyewitness account of what exactly happened. Why did you let the president go on? What kind of reasoning is it to not secure an elevated position, a roof, which is a viable location for any kind of a perpetrator, suspect, criminal, etc., to not only inflict harm on the president, but innocent American citizens, bystanders, participants in this rally? Why did it take so long for the snipers to find this guy? Why did it take so long for them to engage with the shooter? The questions just keep happening over and over and over again. And so I throw this off to you guys. Again, I don't want to be somebody who's known for... that's why I took my time with this video. This is not conspiracy theory. This is just me really, hopefully, doing my civic duty as an American citizen, somebody who loves his country, loves his president, loves all the opportunities that's been afforded myself, my family, my friends, my neighbors, my fellow patriots and citizens. I feel like this is my duty to question. I feel like this is what the framers, what my forefathers, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, John Adams, and the rest, what they wanted and how they would want me to respond to something like this. And so stay tuned, because I think as this story develops, I think we're going to uncover a lot of new, quite mind-blowing details and facts and facets to this. There's no doubt that this was a catastrophic failure. I think now we're heading into territory of, I don't want to say this was done by design. I know a lot of people are saying that, but why are all these questions left unanswered? And what kind of lunacy do you actually think resides in an American citizen, a critical thinking American citizen, that they would believe something like it was a safety issue because of a sloped roof? I showed you the diagram. I showed you the example. That makes zero sense. So I throw this off to you, Nez Nation. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts and your comments are. Please let me know in the comments down below. As always, if you made it this far, please make sure that you tap that thumbs up because it helps us reach more people. It's not for vanity. Subscribe to our free newsletter. It's free, so you never miss out on anything all the woke mafia media won't share with you. I'll share with you. All of those links can be found in the show notes, description, and pinned comment. And as always, check out these videos coming up on the screen right now. God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.